Hey guys, how's it going? Rubik's Master here, and I am going to be doing an overview slash review of the new unit that came out for this event, the new light vehicle, the Zeus. Now, this unit, just to cut and dry, has very limited uses for attacks. However, on defenses, it is severely overpowered. So, let's take a look at it real quick. It is a mobile AA gun. Like, that's what it is. Oops, didn't mean to add that to there, and I didn't mean to subtract it from there. Anyway, let's click on it and look at its stats real quick. Speed 30, so even slower than the Mortarman. I believe this does make it the slowest unit in the game. Range is 380. Capacity used is 100, so same as a heavy vehicle, and the highest capacity used of light vehicles? Yeah, highest capacity used of light vehicles, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's another one that takes up 100. If it is, it's one of these. Let's see. Striker IFV. Oh, capacity used 125. So never mind. Doesn't take up the most capacity out of a light vehicle. It is, though, the cheapest light vehicle to take up 100 space anyway. Its promotions are actually relatively cheap. You still have a little bit of grinding time. If you got the Zeus and you haven't gotten crit cards for it, it's only 15,000, I believe. No, 12,500. Not really that expensive, and getting that once can get your Zeuses to level 4. I'm definitely planning on getting it again to get them to level 5, because those are the freebies that you don't have to pay any thorium for. Now, its equipment is unique to it. It doesn't share equipment with other units, so if you want to upgrade your Zeus, you're going to have to get those specific items, whether you buy them, or I'm sure that in Black Ops or Dark Operations, whatever it's called, we're going to get some crits for it. Now, as far as a defending unit, it is pretty sweet. Its damage, again, we don't know the rock, paper, scissors of these things. Some of them, like, we don't get full specifications. But in doing a few attacks with these, the Zeus does melt. It melts, absolutely destroys helicopters, infantry, and other light vehicles. So, instead of having multiple flaks, you can have these in your war factory. Now, if you look, I've put in the Zeus, a Humvee, and an S-13. The Zeus takes 7 seconds to deploy, the Humvee takes 10, and the S-13 takes 12. And this one Zeus can wreak havoc upon helicopters. If you go back and look at its health, it does have 9,000 health, which is more than enough to be pesky against helicopters, which already don't do that much damage against light vehicles. Its DPS is 1,300, which is more than enough to shred helicopters. Now, again, on base defense, I'm probably just going to switch it to Zeus, Abrams, and another Zeus, just in case my war factory lasts that long, because a Zeus out and an Abrams out would be pretty sweet. But people that attack with light vehicles and tanks, the Zeus just deals damage. It just does. Like, it's the only way to look at it, and it deals it from far away. So people that try and spawn to rush and attack your base are going to have to deal with the Zeus. And trying to bait a Zeus, I see being fairly difficult, because, like, let's say you spawn your units over here and you're trying to bait the Zeus out so you can kill it. You can probably get your units as far out as possible this direction. I mean, I don't know, maybe you can get them way back in here. But you're going to have to take your units way out for your Zeus to start attacking you, and you to be able to attack it without being within range of a howitzer or some odd thing. It's going to burn a lot of your time. So, as far as attacks go, I don't see this actually being all that beneficial. I'm sorry. It's so slow. So slow. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'll run through a quick attack real quick on a player base. I don't really care whether I win or lose, but we will go through. Now, if you have a higher capacity, you could, of course, take the higher capacity of 1,200. You could, of course, take 2 Abrams and how many Zeuses? Don't remember exactly, 10. So you could take 2 Abrams and 10 Zeuses. As it is, I am taking 9 Zeuses and 1 Abrams. So, I don't know exactly how this is going to work out, but we'll find out together. So what I'm thinking is, The hardest part is going to be the War Factory, depending on what comes out of the War Factory. Abrams are going to be kind of hard to take care of. Light vehicles, no biggie. Infantry, easy peasy. Helicopters, still easy. So out of this War Factory, we have just Humvees and PKs. And wait, what is that right there? I can't really tell what that is. More S-13. Oh, not more S-13, just S-13. So S-13 PK Humvees, we got infantry, and we have helicopters coming out. So I can actually probably crack this base fairly easily. Hold on, let's look at the landmines. Where are the landmines? Alright, landmines are over here. And over here, and there's one in the middle of the base. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. So, and we're just attacking this base as kind of a demonstration. So let's just hop to it. I have never attacked a player base, I just did some experimentation on the event bases. So hey, we're discovering this together. Alright, so the infantry are going to spawn relatively quickly. Helicopters are going to be coming soon after. The infantry may add up a little bit too much, but you're going to see before this helicopter even gets close enough, it's going to get wrecked. So here's the issue. The infantry and the PKs and the helicopter, these are all going to get here at the same time. Something I forgot to mention about the Zeus is it does fire in a burst. So if you're fighting something and you can't kill it in one burst, you could be in trouble. Okay, so we're actually going to go ahead and move the Zeuses in just a little bit, just because they take so long to move. Oh, those are mortarmen. Those are mortarmen. So I'm glad I moved in. Anyway, they're so slow, I want to go ahead and move them in so they can take care of, so they spend less time moving later on. There we go. Okay, so come on. Spawn, please. Alright, we're going to move in. We're going to try and take out this wall. Careful how you guys move in. Okay, so hopefully they won't have to reload. Because if they reload, or if they have to reload, they're going to be taking a lot of damage. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move our Abrams. Actually, we're going to keep our Abrams in position over here. We've already burned almost 2 minutes, so we have to get moving. No, 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 no. I didn't tell y'all to move. Didn't tell y'all to move. No, 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 no. Didn't tell y'all to move. Oh my goodness. Now, a hard thing about the Zeuses as well, if you're trying to use them by themselves, they cannot outrun barrage turrets or howitzers. Okay, so we're going to have to destroy this wall at first. So y'all are going to see how these things do fire in bursts. You see how a lot of them stop firing? There they go. And you can see their damage versus structures is not very good. Not very good at all. But now that that barrage turret's out of the way, we can just move in and systematically destroy these. Now the issue here is we're running out of time. Time is ticking. And it just takes so long. So long for these things to move. They don't deal enough DPS to kill things quickly. It's so slow. So slow. Now, of course, once these things are in here doing their thing, we can and have taken out the defense turrets, we can call in airstrikes to help speed things up a little bit. And we could even take out one of these to bring in a Cobra and accomplish the same effect in about the same amount of time and not really have, just, I think I'll get what I'm trying to say. You can substitute a Zeus or two and bring in a little more DPS versus structures. So we're going to bring in our tank. We're going to try and target some high percentage things so we can still get that 70%. There we go. We got our 70%. So, wait a second. Metal. I just want to collect the metal so that I don't miss out on anything, and then I will just abort this attack. But there we go. You see, it is viable to do this. It is viable. The issue being you're probably not gonna get 100%. And if you do, these are gonna be the slowest attacks of your life. The slowest ever. Okay, so there's one more thing I want to check, because the awesome use for attacking that I see with these vehicles is going to be substituting them for the sniper. And I just want to do a quick comparison of the Zeus versus the sniper. Obviously, the Zeus is going to have way more health and deal way more damage to different targets. The issue I'm seeing, though, is the capacity used. Because when I throw snipers into my platoons, they have a weird capacity that they use. I think it's... what is it? Man, I can't remember what it is. Let's just check it out. Alright, so sniper takes up 80 space. That's really, really weird. It's 20 less than 100, but it's 80 space. It's kind of hard to stack these up and not have dead space. Any platoon that I use snipers in, I typically have dead space. Like the one right here, I have 60 space. I can't use it for anything except plopping another Humvee in there, but why would I plop another Humvee in there? Doesn't make sense. So, sniper, speed is 60, so it is a little bit more mobile. Range is 400, so it is a little bit further than the Zeus, but the DPS is 302 and the health is 1500. So, really, really, really squishy, and they don't deal much damage to anything but helicopters, which is basically all they're meant for, is taking out helicopters. They can handle light vehicles to a certain extent, but not very well. So looking at the Zeus, capacity 100, DPS 1300, health 9000. Freaking sweet. Max per squad 6. What? Oh, max per squad. Okay, you know what? I don't know why. I just realized what that meant. Oh man, y'all are seeing a stupid moment for me. So you can only have 6 per one of these little sections. Okay, never mind. Whew. Anyway, so honestly, in this, as powerful as the Zeus is with this platoon, I would now just put, let's repair, 612 damage to attack an entire base like that. Still get the 70%, so I get the full infamy. It is it's a stupid easy attack. I may keep doing it in the future. It's really iffy on whether you're, especially if people have like multiple salvos and howitzers, you could run into some serious issues. Anyway, so I could put in one Zeus would probably do it, but 2 Zeuses definitely do it, and it takes up less space. I now have room for another heavy vehicle. That is the awesome thing about the Zeuses for attacks. They do the same job as snipers, but way better and with far less capacity used for DPS. So, put a few of those in your platoon instead of snipers, save up a lot of space, and stack up on extra heavy vehicles. And that's all I got for y'all. 3 things. Good on defense from the War Factory if you're a fan of super slow attacks and not getting 100% on your attacks, and great for replacing snipers in your platoons. Anyway, make sure you guys farm this base while you can to upgrade your Zeuses as much as possible, and until next time, y'all have an awesome day.